It's Roxy.
And Jameson.
No, but seriously, look.
Can they see that shit?
No.
Wow, it's a hilarious ass face.
Yeah, why make my mouth so wide to fit yours?
Why is his whole face in the middle of yours?
Because I got a little head.
Oh, wow. But entertainment news. So something very hilarious happened this week. Azealia Banks.
Back at it again with the
Back at it again with the bullshit. She got into it with Sky Jackson, and if you guys don't know who that is, I know you've all seen the meme of the chick that's sitting here waiting.
Her legs crossed.
That's Sky Jackson. She's from.
When he break up with you, but you still his girlfriend.
Is she from Jessie?
She's from Disney
Jessie.
Channel. Yeah.
Hey,
she's a Disney Channel.
Yeah, she's a Disney Channel. I didn't know this because I have a 9-year-old.
My daughter loves it. I just don't watch that shit with her.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a sweet little girl, and so when I was just like, "Dang, Azealia, that's how you feel."
But she just what is it? All right, Azealia Banks ain't shit and ain't never been shit, and probably will never be shit. And like she thrives on Twitter beefs because she's not good.
What is she supposed to be doing?
She's a rapper.
Okay.
But she's not good enough to actually be relevant.
I didn't know who she was until this.
Exactly. My point exactly.
So she made her relevant.
This bitch has been around for years. I've been on Twitter since 2009. She's been here at least since 2011. And her whole thing is Twitter beefs.
How does a Disney child make you relevant?
A 14-year-old child.
And yo, she legitimately put her in her place too.
Really ridiculous.
She could barely even respond. She didn't really have much to say.
She gotta get a life.
And the cream on top of the cake. Twitter blocked her ass from being on. Like they deactivated her account. They shut her down. But they said it was due to the the homophobic and all the other shit, like the racist slurs that she said toward Zayn from One Direction.
Yeah, she was horrible.
She was wilding.
Zayn from One Direction is gay.
Yeah. Oh.
She was calling him a faggot and shit. Oh, wow. And telling him his mother was a refugee and all this wild shit.
Wow.
Yeah, she was wilding.
Why?
She feels like he copies her.
So what?
Copies her doing if she's not doing anything.
She
so how
came
can you
out with some
copy?
music.
I
like,
saw
in
something with a
2012.
picture of him copying her contacts. He had a glow in the dark contact and that.
Which she not the first nigga that did the shit either.
Right.
So
But so what?
Okay.
Copying somebody is flattery. You
Right.
fucking make racist remarks because somebody did something you
She
did.
need to get her life
she
together.
too weak-minded to realize that shit. Like
But for you to go at a 14-year-old and the stuff that she was saying.
she told her to grow some hips and get her period. Like
Right.
bitch. The fuck? I mean, she really shut her down though. So
I would have
shout
made the
out-
Cardi B face. Girl, so handsome, good pant.
Shout out to
Right.
Like who says that to a
Tattoos.
child?
Yo, but yeah, shout out to Sky Jackson for holding her own.
Right. And her mother joined in a little bit, but it was just too much.
I ain't even see the mother, but
Yeah.
that
She was
shit.
swift with the comeback.
She was like she
Yes.
was witty. She told her to get a career. Like it was pretty dope.
And take care of your edges.
Yes, please,
That's what
please.
she told me.
Azalea, just fucking go away. How about that? I'd like it if you did
And yo,
that.
it seemed like the name Azealia is having a bad rap.
You just is
I think
anything
it
attached to Azalea.
Yeah,
not
just no.
happen.
It's not best for
even do
business.
it.
So, did you guys hear that Caitlyn Jenner wants to detransition?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did hear. Thank God she kept her penis.
I
I
know.
know.
So I was curious. That would be awkward if
Well, I
you
guess we gotta
referring
call
to
him a
him as
he.
she?
I guess he's still a he because he never felt like a woman fully, I suppose.
He.
What's the reason as to why he wants to go back? Does
He
anybody
said
know?
that
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
he said that he's still attracted to women, and
Duh,
he said that
dumbass.
You think
he's
another
just
woman's gonna want
regretting
you?
it.
They probably would.
He could have just did drag like every other drag dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
no,
wanted.
no
I guess he
offense.
saw an opportunity.
He
to
did
be,
it to the extreme though.
He wanted to out Kardashian his family,
Oh my
and he
gosh.
saw the opportunity to do so. And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna one up these bitches. I'm gonna become a bitch myself."
Yo said, you know what? I think I'm done
The
with this chick
ultimate
life.
Kardashian.
I'm gonna go back to being a dude.
Okay, but so now you didn't already. He like did some things to his face, so it's kind of like,
His face been fucked.
oh yeah, his face.
It's because of
was-
the estrogen. So, like, I guess if the nigga start taking testosterone,
His
That
voice
nigga
never
gonna
changed.
die.
So he's gonna
I was about to say, that
metamorphose.
nigga gonna
that
die.
nigga gotta die.
Oh.
You can't just fucking
I don't
turn
think you can
yourself.
turn it on and off.
But his voice never changed, so he must not have taken that much estrogen.
He just jumping.
He still had the heavy Bruce Jenner voice.
He does. You can't just be
And wasn't he supposed to be posing nude for like?
Yes.
Oh my
Sports Illustrated.
He said he's
Can't
gonna.
wrap my mind around.
He said over the next year he's gonna go back to a man,
Yeah,
like
but
slowly.
So Sports Illustrated as
Caitlyn.
but then you got a package deal at the bottom.
And you're going back to nudism. I don't understand.
He's gonna let one of his balls out during the photo shoot, just so
I'm
that's
turning my mic
a
off.
tidbit. A tidbit.
I'm not here for the one ball show.
Listen, I'm not here for any of it. And again, I don't even understand.
The
I don't
Uniball show.
understand.
Just giving y'all tidbits.
Salty
Ew.
ball. Not balls. Salty ball.
Those balls are smooth as eggs.
Yo.
That
So
ball.
did you guys hear about the poor unfortunate soul who got evicted to go to the Beyonce concert?
I
What?
did hear about her.
No.
Apparently this girl spent her rent money on Beyonce tickets and like she, documented the whole thing via social media or whatever, said she had the best night of her life, but was getting evicted. And then she's like, well, at the end of all of it, she's like, well, I think I could probably ask my landlord for an extension. Hopefully it'll work with me. Here's the part where I feel like she's a fucking liar. She said that she's never been late before. Never.
She's probably trolling.
Right. Because the shit don't make sense. How the fuck have you never been late, but you getting evicted because you late?
Because at least you get 30 days. Like
Exactly.
You gotta have a
sometimes
balance.
more than that.
Exactly. You gotta at least have a balance from the previous month.
Right.
And you never been late. How the fuck you getting evicted?
She's just trolling because it was funny. Because when I saw her when she posted, she put all these smiley faces after it.
Yeah.
She was being a fucking troll.
So did she
But
think
they
that
made
somebody
all
was
these-
gonna reach out to her and be like, "Oh, poor baby"?
We'll pay your rent.
She wanted Beyonce to pay her rent.
That's probably what it was. But it was everywhere though. BuzzFeed did an article about it, like all kind of places. I saw all these outlets talking about this shit. And I'm like, this shit don't make sense. One thing one person said in my post where I said the bitch was a liar is that well, maybe she's on a month-to-month lease. I said, but even still, it's
That's
her
cool.
first time.
My
She's
apartment is
late.
month to month. I
Right.
never heard any rule like that.
She's
No,
just
that's
late.
bull.
So she even lying about one thing.
She's trolling.
Then she even lying about, hey.
She probably didn't even go to the Beyonce concert.
She probably was like, hey, I'm just trolling. You see what I'm saying? I'm
She
not really
probably
getting
even lived by
evicted.
herself. She probably
Oh.
had a mother.
Or B, she lying and she was late a couple times and she's just trying to make it seem like, hey.
Real
Yeah.
shit. It's one or the other because
Right.
there ain't no way in hell it's what you said.
Right.
You're not getting evicted off.
But
your
who would
first time
post
being
that
late.
anyway?
She's
Somebody
a
that want
lowlife.
Beyonce to pay
She
their
repping
rent.
for the
And she think of
lowlife.
Beyonce gonna be like,
Trollers
my
troll
gosh,
for
you did
attention.
That's what she
that.
wanted. She thought that Beyonce was gonna be like, "Oh, the Beehive always."
She gonna be the
comes through."
honorary member of the Beehive after that one.
damn, bitch.
Funny
you really
thing is, I
love
remember
me.
back in the day. I don't know if they did it down here, but on Hot 97, Destiny's Child had a contest where they was paying people bills. For real bills.
The Bills contest.
Yes. They
Oh,
were
wow.
like, call in number, call in 97.
Right.
Destiny's Child gonna pay one of
It
your
was like,
bills.
Just one.
Yeah, they gonna pay one.
Just one.
They didn't pay bills. They paid bill.
Hey, I like it.
They should have paid all the bills. They got money.
Yeah, they did.
Well, they didn't have a whole lot of money back
Yeah,
then.
they didn't have
They had
just
enough.
starting out.
They was getting there.
They had enough to pay my little ass peasy bills.
Great shit. So Drake was on Saturday Night Live this past week, and let me say,
Buddy.
I feel like this nigga belongs there. At this point,
Yo,
I
it
just feel
was
like
funny
why
as
Drake
shit.
belongs everywhere. Duh.
Why can't he just become a permanent cast member? Because that nigga is hilarious.
He is.
Yo, this
That's one of my
skit-
favorite things about Drake is his sense of humor.
The skit where he's sitting on Shorty lap is hilarious.
Yo,
He's like, no, stop.
He was
Stop.
like, and he kept doing his hand like,
No,
Yo.
stop.
the back-to-back
"Are
skit
you
was
playing
funny.
it?" That was
That
funny
shit
as
was
shit.
funny.
That nigga was mad at everybody.
Everybody
Fuck this! You don't want to say hi to me? Like that nigga was funny as
is
shit.
going there.
Dang, I really don't even watch SNL, but
Drake
I'm really
is
mad that I did
hilarious.
Once in a
that.
while, I catch that shit.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
always
have
catch
TV.
videos on Facebook. I never watch it either.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much how I catch it. But
Yeah.
once in a blue moon, if I'm just somewhere and there's TV and it happens to be Saturday night,
I like never watch TV
I don't
Wow.
have TV at home.
unless Game of Thrones is on
I have televisions
or
Okay.
Walking
but I don't have,
Dead is on.
Okay.
I don't have TV. I watch TV on my phone.
Your phone.
Yes, that's what Couch Tuner is for. But aside from that, speaking of television, did you guys hear the rumor that Jussie Smollett was considering quitting Empire?
Why?
He made a cryptic tweet like, "Oh, I've enjoyed my time on Empire, but now it's time to do movies and music."
Yeah, I think that
it was in conjunction with the episode that just went.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to throw people off.
Pretty much.
Trying to get people to watch or whatever.
Yeah, because
Because he never said he was leaving.
it was just cryptic.
He said it's time for me to do other things.
I think that he actually is leaving. And
We'll
I
see
think that
tomorrow.
He actually is going to pursue a career in music.
He could do
I know
both.
he's gonna pursue a career. Last year,
It's almost the end of the
he got
season.
offered a Columbia record.
And then, and then not only that, Empire is dropping in ratings.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're gonna put him into a coma.
But that wouldn't actually be a motivation for him to leave.
Hmm.
Because if anything, him leaving would make it worse. So I would think like if he was talking about it, they would be bending over
I
backwards.
think
to keep
he
the nigga.
don't care about Empire right now.
We
when
shall see.
He's trying to
I
get
don't
his
think that's-
bread,
I don't
and
think that's
he
the
about
case.
to. He realized, hey,
But it's
People
no
really
reason
fuck
he
with my
can't do
music.
both. There's no reason he can't
But
do
you
both.
can't jump ship that quick. Like it ain't been that long. And like you may have a following, but niggas are gonna feel some kind of way about you.
I
And-
would. I'm not
Yeah.
going to support him if he leaves.
I wouldn't like because I'm not ready to let the show go. And you're the best character
Yeah.
on there. I'm not watching this shit without Jamal.
you're not ready to love him as Jesse. You right? You still love him.
Exactly.
I want him to
only
be
had
both.
this shit for 2 seasons.
I want the
Like,
best of both worlds.
Can I fucking enjoy this for a minute? Like,
No.
how dare you fucking leave?
You got to know.
That's like girl.
And I saw like the snippets from the next episode. It doesn't look like anybody does.
I hope he don't. He better fucking not. Oh my god, I could not believe that shit. I wanted to punch Frida in the face. Stupid ass.
She
Why
had
would
plenty of time to stop the trigger.
Right. Why are you trying to shoot him anyway right now? Okay, he killed your father. Okay, I guess you're realizing. But first of all, a crackhead told you that just now, for one. For two, she's drunk as fuck just now. You just saw that. Secondly,
But then she put it all together in her head. It makes sense.
and
It
I
made
get
perfect
that,
sense.
but this ain't it's the fucking Aces. It's not the time
She don't
for
get-
you
she
to
don't
run
care.
down the fucking red carpet in your couture.
You want to know why it was
You
the perfect
gotta
time? Because his father just said that he'll celebrate when he dies from AIDS. So it was the perfect time for him to get shot.
That shit was crazy.
When your parents say something like that to you, then of
Yeah,
course
that
it's
was-
going to be extra dramatic if
that was
something
really
actually
horrible.
happens to you.
Yeah,
That was like the worst thing ever. I'm gonna celebrate when you die.
that was terrible.
And he felt real bad about it though.
But
yeah, after he got shot.
Yeah, he felt really bad about that shit.
but I mean, you gotta think of it from her perspective. Like you just found out the murder of your father. He's right there.
And
right?
he's been trying to nurture you like he killed your dad.
right, and he's right there, right in front of your face.
Well, Lucius is a fucking snake, and that's the thing that people need to understand about him. Like, and Jamal was trying to tell, like, niggas, and her and him and Hakeem was trying to tell her, like, you know what I mean, like, be easy, watch when he's gonna crush you. Like,
Mhm.
Lucius is a fucking snake. She didn't want to believe it. She's real green to that shit.
Because
Yeah.
he was giving her her chance. He was giving her big break.
Well,
as far
I
as
can't
music.
wait to fucking see this week. I'm sad that it's the finale. I hope it comes back, considering the ratings are dropping.
And I don't think they're dropping all that bad though for it to be canceled.
Yeah,
I
they're
hope
not
not.
dropping to it so it can be canceled, but
I
they are
have
dropping.
That's because of all that gay stuff
That's what
that
I'm getting ready
happened.
to say.
But the gay has been cut down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just black people holding on to shit because we don't know how to let shit go. That was the beginning of last season.
That's the stupidest thing.
Like
to
it's
me.
mad dumb. Like okay, a couple of episodes last season had a little more
It was
of
more
a gay
than a couple.
timeline. It was really like 2 or 3 episodes.
But what did you expect, yo? It's a show and there's a gay guy.
I didn't
in
expect
it.
There's
a
gay
big-
guy.
A big black gay guy with a full face of makeup and a goatee be laying across the table singing "Mr. President."
Yeah, that was a lot. But again, that was just one episode. It was a couple of episodes where it was hyper gay. It was like too much. Where even I was like, the fuck?
It was
damn.
just too much at one time.
Hey man.
But then they chilled out.
Yeah, they did.
But ever since it's been chilled out. Like
Yeah.
this season, like these last couple of episodes, you've seen Jamal with the dude, but even that's been subdued. It's been more so how it used to be.
So
Black people just can't let go of those couple of episodes. Niggas all rattled up like, oh, it's gay. It's not. Like, calm down. It was for a second, yes, but it's no longer.
oh wow.
So that's the problem with that. So
Yeah.
the last thing on
Okay.
my entertainment news agenda, something I'm happy about. Future was granted joint custody of his child.
Shout out to you, Future.
I think that's awesome personally.
I do
And
too.
it makes me not believe Ciara previously. So all the talking shit that we did before about, oh, she said he's a bad dad. Like, for instance, the situation on Christmas where he wanted his son to come and she wouldn't let him.
Right.
I now believe him over her because the judge.
What did she say
believed him.
that you don't believe?
Well, she said that, basically, she didn't want him to go because I can't, honestly, I don't remember exactly what was said.
Because she didn't really say anything.
Well, she said she's been.
She was saying
Except that
something
he a
about
junkie.
Yeah, he's a junkie.
But he is a junkie. That's like undeniable.
He
So
still wants, like, saying that he's bitter or something like that. Apparently, they both been saying the other's bitter, but she has.
they both
saying-
been bitter. So they
She
both
looks
said
like
horrible
she's
things about each
more
other.
bitter,
She
'cause
seems
does
more
extra
bitter.
stuff.
I don't think she's bitter because, like, it's not bitter if you don't want your child around a junkie.
She's
Well,
bitter to
okay.
me for going in and requesting sole custody.
That
When-
right there was extra.
That's extra.
I'm sorry. I would want sole custody of my kids too.
But it's not.
I wouldn't want my child around a junkie. I wouldn't keep them from being around their fault, but I would want to have definitely full legal custody. Maybe not physical, but definitely full legal custody.
Here's my piece on that. Future has admitted that he says he does drugs for the sake of the music. Like, I don't even know if I believe this nigga is a junkie.
I've seen him too many times hide out,
I'm about to
leaning for me not to believe
But
that.
to the extent that he portrays it, I don't think it's that serious. He may really act like that in public to match the persona.
Every
that he's
time,
creating.
though.
He's out.
I know I live in Baltimore. I know what a real junkie looks like leaning. He's not faking that. He really is a junkie.
Yeah, but he may do drugs when he go out, but now he may not do drugs in his personal life. You know what I mean? I'm saying, like, you going out is your job. Like, it's a part of your job.
But when you're a parent, you got to think of scenarios. This man has your child. He's high up. He could possibly put himself in a coma. He could die. And then your small child is with this man. While they're alone together, it's just dangerous.
Well, they are not normal people.
If you care about your child, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to protect your child from a person like that.
They're not normal people, and in that sense, they also have to consider, like, all right, this nigga likely is probably not going to be driving all the time,
Hey,
especially if he
yo.
has a kid.
But he
gets
drives
driven.
sometimes.
So he's
Keep
probably
it
gonna be
real.
getting driven.
I ain't gonna want my child around somebody that do the same with the activists either. You feel me? So
I don't
want my child with a person on a regular basis that can't stand on their own 2 feet. That's crazy. He's in the mall leaning like he's at Lexington fucking Market.
sensational.
Yes, at Lenox Mall. He's at Lenox Mall leaning like he's at Lexington Market. And you want your child with this man?
Well, hasn't he changed? She said. Or
I don't
people
know.
said?
I don't know. Changed over the past year? Maybe.
That's very possible.
It
That's
is
a long
possible, but
time.
that I wouldn't say that she's lying. And I don't blame her for feeling how she feels.
I don't know. I just don't trust her at this point in terms of they went in front of a judge and the judge off top was like, all right, nah. fuck
Because of
your-
course California is for joint custody. Most states are for joint custody.
But it's like, if that was the case, here's my thing. If it's the case of him being a junkie to this extent and everyone knows it, the judge would not have ruled for joint custody off top like
But
that.
there were stipulations. He can't get high anymore. He has to do drug tests now.
That's good.
So it's not like
But
the judge didn't believe her. It's saying, I'll give you joint custody, but you have to do this.
Yeah, but if it was that serious where the baby's life was going to be in danger, they probably wouldn't have even given him joint custody. They would have granted her probably sole custody and given him visitation rights.
No, not if they give stipulations. Because then if he breaks those, then she get her baby back. And he loses his rights.
I don't know, man.
he ain't got no manners for no slut. He gonna stick his thumb in the butt.
And it's gonna be okay.
We'll see how long this lasts, how long he can stay clean.
I mean, I wish she had went to the judge with a supervised visitation. I would think that would be reasonable if she felt like he was incapable of having this child on his own, taking him anywhere.
I think she went in there too emotional
You know?
about it because he told her that he was going to stop and he never did, so she was emotional about it.
Bitch, I'm gonna choose the dirty over you. You know I ain't scared to lose you.
Okay.
I think she was emotional.
I don't know.
Like it
Man.
when you
She's
tell
a
the truth.
Scorpio. They don't get too emotional.
I would have been all for joint custody with stipulations.
Yeah, something like be reasonable, but just to say sole custody, you're just like, dang.
That's
But at one point, he wanted sole custody too. He just didn't go into court.
Well,
with
he
it.
was probably doing that because she was on some shit like I ain't gonna let you see the baby.
Right.
Mm.
Y'all got this nigga all in my baby face. You won't let me see my baby. Fuck that. I'm taking my baby from you type shit.
Well, shout out to you, Future, for getting away.
Yeah, I shout out to, like, I'm
You
not a
got
Future
the W.
fan or anything like that, but this story, I just feel like it's even if the nigga is battling some kind of demons that has him on drugs, don't mean he shouldn't have his baby. Maybe his baby.
I don't think he
takes him out of
shouldn't.
that realm.
I think what the judge did was perfect.
Yeah.
It was
Maybe
perfect.
his baby takes him away from that shit. Maybe
No,
his
because he got
baby-
too many babies. He would have been taken away from
Maybe
it.
this baby different.
Why is this baby different? That makes him even more of a
It's
fucked up
new.
father. If one of your babies make you do
It's
things
a
the
new
rest of them
one,
didn't.
and you want to turn over a new leaf. Fuck this. I don't want to do this shit no more. Maybe this.
How many
baby
kids
makes
did he
him
got?
different.
Like 8.
Is he a J?
You know Jay want to be Future more
No,
than
Jay is
life.
a him.
What?
No, Jay got more kids than him.
Oh, wow.
This nigga that's
Shout
trying to
out to Jay.
repopulate the earth.
Oh, shout out to
Anywho,
How many? He got 12 kids.
Oh.
I don't even think he know. Shout out to him though. He cool people.
bum bum bum.
But,
Jay, don't do it. Jay, don't.
Was there
do it.
anything else that went down? I don't think nothing else went down this week.
Mhm.
That's about it.
for the weekend?
Yeah. Or the weekend.
Let me scroll and see what else happened.
Yo.
Scroll down my Rolodex.
All right.
In
What's
my
trending?
Rolodex. Oh, check this out. Sidebar.
Mhm.
I stumbled across a chick on Facebook that is essentially a witch doctor of a sort, like a shaman, like a healer.
Okay.
And she sells Yanni eggs.
Okay.
Have you heard of those?
I have not heard of these.
They're supposed to heal you from the inside out.
Yes, they heal you from the inside out from your
I'm not
vagina.
putting no stones in my
Yeah,
vagina,
I was
first
about
of
to
all.
say,
But
don't
they're
you-
gemstones. They're
I don't
real
care.
life earthstones, like fucking like jade and shit.
That's so dead. Like, how big are these balls?
They have different sizes: small, medium, and large.
What does the small look like?
Probably like that.
Too big.
So,
what did they do?
It's like vagina weights. Have you ever heard of like vagina weights?
I have heard.
Yeah,
of
so
such
you
weights.
put those in yourself,
Mhm.
and
They
based
help
on whatever
with the
stone
walls?
it is,
Oh no.
it helps. Yeah, it helps
Okay.
tighten
Okay.
because they're heavy and
Okay.
they want to come out. So you gotta hold them in there.
Yeah,
So
you
it's like
gotta-
a Kegel?
Yes.
It's like Kegel mixed with the spiritual healing.
Oh, so you can be whole and tight.
Tighten your hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole and tight.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like those, and I don't like the period cups.
Oh, no. I advocate for period cups. Check this out.
I don't
know
want a
about
cup of blood sitting on my cervix.
I don't know about the disposable ones, but I had the Diva cup, which is the one that lasts for months. It's
That's even worse.
It's,
Even worse.
it's surgical grade silicone. So
So it swells as it comes.
no.
You gotta fold it and
You fold
tuck it in you.
You
What
fold
the
it,
fuck?
You insert it, it opens.
Okay.
It sits there. No fuss, no muss. At the end of the night, you pull the bitch out and pour it out. There's no odor, no nothing. Like you know how periods have like a smell.
Yeah.
It's the tampons that do that shit.
It depends on how long you leave it in.
No, tampons create some kind, not a smelly odor, but an odor.
Like a-
Period blood has a smell. There is no smell when you use a cup. Period blood has no smell at all.
The story that I heard said differently.
Them bitches
And they're
nasty.
nightmare stories.
Them bitches nasty. I've used it very effectively. It doesn't leak, nothing. I only have to change. I only have to dump the shit.
I'm
twice a day.
I'm not having a cup of blood in me. I'm just
You
not.
don't know. It's just there. It's
I
the
don't
same as
I don't
having
want to
a
know.
tampon.
Donnell Jones. It sounds all bad. It's a cup
Yo,
of blood
It
sitting there.
wasn't- It's really dope though. I recommend it to anybody, honestly, because I've had really great experiences with it.
Son.
I just need a new one.
And then how do you get it out?
It's It's easy. It's like if you had a diaphragm on, you just pull a bitch
Who
out.
wears diaphragms?
Well, some people wear. It's actually easier than a diaphragm because, like, all right. So the way
So what
it's
you
shaped-
got a pot chop
the
like
way it's shaped is a cup,
mhm,
and it has a little tip on the
Spot.
bottom.
It has a little.
Like a
and you
little
gotta
thing.
balance it so it don't spill.
Like a little
Whoa.
thing. So when you fold it up, you put it in. No, you fold it up, you put it in. It's there, and that little dip is kind of right at your opening, but you don't feel it. You don't feel it while it's in you. When you're ready, you just grab the bottom of it and you pull it out. No mess.
Spunky.
That sounds fucking sick. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Spunky.
It's so easy.
I'm not with the cup.
It's way
I'm not
better.
with the shit.
It's way better. I'm telling you guys.
I'll
You need
stick
to
with the
come around
tampon. My period only lasts 3 days.
gross.
I'll be
Either
fine.
way,
That's
so
gross,
the
Kaka.
chick, right? I connected with her, I hit her up because I'm like, I was looking through her page and I was.
Is it
reading shit.
Achille?
Huh?
Is it Achille?
No, her name is Amber.
Oh.
But I was just talking to her and shit, and I'm like, yo, you doing the shit that I want to do too. I want to be a healer. Like, a lot of shit that I'm into lines up with me being a potential healer.
Okay.
And, like, I see auras and everything. Like, I really want to learn how to fine-tune this.
Okay.
So she and I are going to have a consultation.
Oh.
The whole package is $99 because you get the the yoni eggs in small, medium, large.
Mm.
And then you also get waist beads, which helps with spiritual manifestation as well.
What kind of beats?
Waist beads.
Like butt beats?
Waist?
Put them in your butt?
Like
Waist.
anal beats?
Waist.
Oh.
Waist.
Touch on anal beating.
I was like,
No, I don't need to make my butt tight. But anal beads. Waist beads.
Jesus Christ.
Y'all talking about
I gotta
sticking-
pee. But I'm thirsty.
Sticking beads up the anals.
I didn't say that, although
You did say that by mistake.
I've experienced such things, but for pleasurable activities.
Hey yo.
Okay.
Shout
People
out
having
to
anal
my real life
babies.
Christian Gary I had one time. That was fun. But-
What?
Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum.
Wait a minute.
What time is it?
So we're gonna take
Let's
our next music break.
That's all right.
When we come back, we're gonna get into our discussion topic about women. It's
Yeah.
Kool Kids Radio. I'm a little bit drunk.
Oh, okay.
Stay tuned.
These days.